press and hold Y, it instant edits, okay? But I have another macro set up on my back pedal here that does the instant edit, okay, one button press. But I've also figured out how to do an edit on release style macro. And if that doesn't blow your mind, then I don't know what will, because when I figured out that that was possible, my mind immediately started thinking that people were cheating. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Smuve back with another video. Today I've got a really interesting one for you, and it's one that I really hesitated to make, and I had to really think about it before doing it, just because I don't want people thinking that I macro, first of all. Second of all, it's not something I really want to entertain in people's minds, because I'm very strongly against it, to the point that I want to make this video to expose what macros look like so that people can really start pointing these things out when you see clips and whatnot. I wish Epic would do something more about this, but from the sounds of it, they're very limited in their capability because it's very hard to detect, and their current cheat engines don't look for the specific programs that allow macroing. Very legitimate programs that might be installed on your PC, such as like some sort of mouse software. A lot of those softwares have macro capabilities, but I just really hope that the community stands up together and really comes against it together. So anyway, I want to go ahead and just make a video about this, showing the capabilities of macros and sort of squash some of the beliefs about them, some of the understanding, and just to inform you more, so that we can all be more aware of who might be macroing. That way we can call them out and they might stop. So this is more geared toward controller players in this video. Keyboard players, I don't care, honestly. I don't care what keyboard players do. I'm more interested in controller players because I'm a controller player, and I don't want somebody who cheats to be more successful than somebody who's more hardworking. That's just the way of life. That's just my beliefs. Cheaters will never prosper. So this is something that I've been wanting to do for a little while, and I know this is a long intro, but stick with me. I've found some really interesting things about macros the past few days. One of them being that you don't have to appear to have a keyboard input to actually be macroing on controller in any way, shape, or form. And there's very advanced macros that are possible without actually showing a keyboard input on controller. So let's go ahead and get right into the video, boys. I hope you guys enjoy this. Stick with me through it. I promise you it's really interesting. And without further ado, here it is. Alright guys, so in my mind, where the biggest issue with macros is in the controller community currently is the fast editor playstyle. We have editors like LD, Slam, a couple of my buddies up and coming, and a handful of other controller players that are just ridiculous with their edit speed on controller. And I'm not accusing any of them. I'm not accusing a single one of macroing, because I genuinely don't know if any of them macro, and I'm not going to accuse somebody of something that I'm 100% unsure of. However, there are things that happen in their videos that are really questionable, such as very instant placements, very instant edits with zero delay, with edit on release especially, where that's just not possible with edit on release. There's a specific time limit that is expected to sort of pass before an edit can be confirmed with edit on release, but even with those configurations on, they're still making instant edits. Anyway, this is sort of geared toward the fast editor playstyle. So I just want to show you some of the capabilities of macroing on controller on PC. I don't believe this is possible on console. I'm not entirely sure of that, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. So I just want to show you guys some of the capabilities, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of macroing lately and seeing a lot of these types of videos, but I feel like mine actually is a lot different because I figured out how to actually appear as controller when I'm doing very advanced macros, which is something that people might be doing. So to start off, I currently don't have a macro on, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick free build and do my fastest edits and just show you guys 10-15 seconds of clips. Alright, so that was just a little bit of one of my free builds. It took me a solid, almost probably a month to get as good as editing as I am right now. A month ago, I could barely do a single triple edit. So I've literally grinded a month out just trying to get better at editing, just so that I could really start implementing fast editing into my playstyle. All that to say, macros take away the difficulty of editing almost 100%. And the smart ones who know how to macro well are doing it completely under the radar. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my fastest editing with a single tile, and then just sort of show you guys some things that are possible with macros. So my wall edits are not very fast. Here's my fastest wall edits. My back tile is edit. My right trigger is select. Simple as that. Edit, select, edit, select, edit, select. Okay? So I'm clearly not using a macro. Same with the single tile here. This is as fast as I can edit. So when I'm doing triple edits, I really have to use my movement to be able to do another triple edit right after. I really have to swing my motion, okay? So I'm not incredibly fast at editing, and I don't claim that I'm fast, and I don't really care to be super duper fast. I just want to be fast enough that I could do anything that I wanted to in creative and make it look really clean. So let's go ahead and turn on some macros just to sort of explain what that looks like. So currently I've got a few macros set up. The fast edit macro is where I want to start. So if you don't know what a macro looks like, this is what a macro looks like. One button press, multiple actions. And when I was doing it by myself, I was not confirming successfully every single edit. This one, there's no misses to it, okay? At all. It's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. So, macros are capable of a lot of things. I mean, you can build a full structure with a press of one button, like a ramp, your wall, your cone, and your floor, all with one button. You can do it instantaneously. And I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like right now. Right there. Alright, one button. Okay, so you can imagine if you can perfect this specific thing, if you can just like literally my wall should place last probably so I don't keep blocking myself, but that's one button press, guys. One button press. So if you see somebody making like instant placements, it might be might be a sign of a macro. So another thing that is a very large misconception about macros, and that this video should debunk, is that usually when somebody's macroing, a noob at macros is macroing, when they do a specific button, look at the bottom right, guys, at my shotgun and my SMG. When I press my controller button, it flickers to the mouse and keyboard input, okay? That's a obvious sign of a macro, without a shadow of a doubt, okay? But that is entirely possible to eliminate, and I'll go ahead and show you here. So my fastest edits are obviously not that fast, but I'm doing an instant edit without the keyboard input appearing. Also, most people think that you can't use like an edit on release type of macro with macros. Like what I'm saying is, you know, when you are doing a selection of multiple tiles, that's not possible with a macro installed on your PC. That's not true actually. So here you can see that when I press and hold Y, it instant edits, okay? But I have another macro set up on my back pedal here that does the instant edit, okay, one button press. But I've also figured out how to do an edit on release style macro. And if that doesn't blow your mind, then I don't know what will, because when I figured out that that was possible, my mind immediately started thinking that people were cheating. Another big thing you can do with macros is scroll reset, which one button reset. So if you want, bro, I mean, you could absolutely just do anything you wanted. Oh, another thing is, when you see the fast editor playstyles, and you see them whipping their pickaxe out like it's a damn freaking God knows what, bro, like, if they don't pull it out, like, I don't even know, bro. Like, people just have this weird freaking habit of pulling out their pickaxe before and after every single edit. It's like, bro, that doesn't work. Like, doing that specific playstyle is, it doesn't make any sense why you would press that button between every single key press. And the fact that you're doing it faster than me, when I'm a decently fast editor plus one more button and you're still a faster editor, that's just really sus to me. And I'm like, you know, I'm not saying I'm fast. Once again, I'm not. There are a lot of controller players that are faster than me with editing. But bro, when you're whipping your pickaxe after every edit, when you're whipping it out, it's just like, really, bro? Like, look at this. Like, this is macro. You can macro the pickaxe edit, bro. Look at this. Literally. Okay, so it's not impressive at all. And mine looks a little funky, but you can really perfect this look. Like, you can make it look like a very clean playstyle when it's actually macro. So, once again, guys, I'm not trying to call out anybody. I'm not trying to expose anybody. But I just feel like it needs to be dealt with big time by Epic. Macroing is a huge issue in this Fortnite community, man. And I've never seen more macroers in any gaming community than Fortnite. I just want you guys to know, man, that I have integrity and that I will not ever macro. I will never ever macro in any shape, in any way. I completely disagree with it, and I think it's dishonest, and I don't think you'll ever be successful if you cheat like that. Like, Serpent is a great example, bro, of like, what goes around comes around, of cheaters never prosper, and like, your sins will find you out, bro. Like, so I'm not saying macroing is a sin, bro, but it's just like an integrity, dude. It's just like an integrity thing, and I just won't stand for it. So anyway, guys, this video is obviously not super insane, but I just wanted to show you guys that it is entirely possible to macro on a controller in a very sophisticated way with being completely undetectable. In my industry, it's called FUD, fully undetectable. And so it's possible. As you can see here, I'm not sharing any programs, so do not ask what they are. I've done a lot of research on these to make this video, and if you guys want more videos like this, or if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll answer them. I read every single comment, guys. So drop a like, drop a sub, drop your comment, turn notis on, and I think that's it, guys. So if you guys want to see me experiment more with macros in a way where I actually practice and get good at them, just for entertainment purposes, feel free to, you know, let me know. Drop a comment and say do more. That's all you gotta say, and I'll see, because getting used to a macro is like, God, bro, it's like a very bad thing to do, because it's like adopting a bad habit intentionally. Like, nobody should be adopting bad habits intentionally. So anyway, guys, that concludes this video. I love you guys. Please drop all the love and support down below. Been appreciating you guys so much, and we will see you in the next video. Peace, boys.